HBO isn't moving forward with the Jon Snow sequel show, and that's a promising sign for its next Game of Thrones spin-off. The network has had various prequels in the works since Game of Thrones ending, though only House of the Dragon has made it to screen so far, but Jon Snow's show would have bucked the trend. With Harrington set to return, this would have been the first sequel to the main show, directly continuing part of its story. After almost 2 years in development, Harrington revealed to Screen Rant in April 2024 that the Jon Snow spin-off is no longer in development at HBO. It's a surprising development, given it would likely have been a big hit, but it came for an unsurprising reason. Harrington and his team of writers struggled to find a story for Game of Thrones' Jon Snow spin-off. While there is some disappointment in the decision, as it means not seeing the actor return, it's not only for the best, but encouraging for the entire franchise. Jon Snow's spin-off cancellation suggests A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms is great. The Game of Thrones sequel not happening reveals more about HBO's spin-off approach. Jon Snow's sequel not happening bodes well for other upcoming Game of Thrones spin-offs, because it strongly reaffirms HBO's desire to only have the very best stories on screen. The Snow Show would effectively have been a replacement for Game of Thrones Season 9, continuing the main character's arc, building on the main show in a direct way, and potentially even bringing back other popular actors. In terms of ratings, at least, it would be a no-brainer. And yet they're not making it. That's a very clear message that HBO is prepared to be patient with its Westeros franchise, and should mean great things for the next spin-off that is confirmed, A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, The Hedge Knight. That show received a straight-to-series order, similar to House of the Dragon, rather than having to go to the pilot stage. There is obviously a lot of faith in that project, not only in its ability to draw in viewers, but more so in the quality of its story. House of the Dragon was a great first prequel, and the implication here is A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms story will be just as good. That feels even more likely when looking at the history of other, rejected Game of Thrones spin-offs. HBO cancelled Blood Moon after a $30 million pilot had already been filmed. Even The Dance of the Dragons went through various failed stages of development before it eventually became House of the Dragon. Combine all of these elements together, and it becomes even more exciting that there is an idea strong enough for this to move forward.